When you think of America, you think of big country, big open spaces, big trees, big people.
Hold it.
And of course, big cars, because all Americans love driving massive station wagons, don't they? So I'm really looking forward to driving this. Hang on a minute. You're telling me that this is an American car? This small, European-looking thing? It can't be. I'm going to look at the badge. But it is. It's a Chrysler. Believe it or not, the same Chrysler that brought us the Grand Jeep Cherokee and the Grand Voyager. And this, the little Neon. Well, they say that beautiful things come in small packages, even if they are American. When the Neon was first launched in this country, it went down a storm, as it was offering a unique blend of high spec and low prices. But it wasn't long before other budget brands from the East came onto the market and stopped it flying high with even more competitive prices. So where did that leave the little Neon? Well, the Americans still love it, and they've got loads of websites dedicated to the car, plus a rather geeky Neon owners club. But, well, that's Yanks for you. But over here, we needed a bit more persuasion. So they introduced the RT model to try to attract the racier drivers amongst us. I'm a little bit dubious myself, but it has got 150 brake horsepower under the bonnet. So maybe it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Let's find out. How do you start it? Ah, depress the clutch. That little American trick. The RT has a 2-litre 16-valve engine, which will do the 0 to 60 dash in 9.2 seconds and will give you a top speed of 132 miles an hour. So it's hardly the nippiest sports car around. That is certainly true. It feels really sluggish, and you've really got to work hard at driving this car to maximise the performance. So it's just as well that the gearbox is fairly smooth and easy to use. Now, when it comes to sportiness and road holding on the bends, the suspension feels hard enough to allow really good road holding, but it just doesn't deliver what you expect. So it goes to prove that just banging on a set of hard springs doesn't necessarily make a sports car. But then again, the Americans, they don't have twisty, bendy, fun country roads to drive along, do they? But what about in here? Well, the Americans don't have a particularly good reputation when it comes to build quality and finish when we're talking about interiors. And I don't think that this is going to change anything. It's really very plasticky in here. Sounds quite plasticky as well. But the seats are quite comfortable and they are leather. And they do give you quite a good driving position. But something else I've noticed about this car is there's a terrible amount of road noise. I wouldn't like to have to do thousands of freeway miles across America in this, because the noise would really become quite tiring after a while. So if I wanted to buy one of these today, it would cost me £13,995, which doesn't seem too bad for a sporty car with standard equipment which includes alloy wheels, air conditioning, leather interior and CD player. But then again, I could think of a lot of other cars I could also afford for £14,000. But it does sell in America. So I don't know, maybe this is because it isn't a massive station wagon. Maybe it's because it is a little European-looking American car that makes it popular. But as for selling over here in Europe is concerned, well, it's an alright car, but it's just completely outclassed by its rivals, such as the Vauxhall Astra and the Ford Focus. You know, I reckon that the Americans should stick to what they're good at. Being big. You know, give us your extra large Diet Cokes, your massive apple pies, your great big Land Cruisers and station wagons. You know, talking of massive apple pies, I could really just fancy a nice piece of apple pie. Do you reckon we could get any round here? Yeah, I guess we are in the middle of a forest. Well, you can but try.